Good afternoon, everyone. I want to personally welcome you guys to the Well Fellowship Church here for this address of the pastor this afternoon. I'm not going to be very long. I'm going to actually be very brief. I just have a few things I want to talk about, and then I'm going to let you guys go back to your regularly scheduled programming. For our updates, I do want to point out that we do have two updates that I want to share with you. And they are Facebook and they are our website. I'm going to go to my Facebook because I want you to see the address for when I pull this up on the computer. If you want to find us on Facebook, if you have a Facebook account, please go by there and like our page. You can go and do so, and I'm going to do a screen share here. Let me see if I can find it, and I can. There it is. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see the address. You see this right here, facebook.com/the Well Fellowship Church. That's where we can be found at. If you have not liked our page, go by there, like us, and you can follow us on Facebook, and you can get all kinds of updates from us when we do our broadcasts or whatever. I do update that page quite regular. I haven't updated it much today, but as you can see, the last update we had was 37 minutes ago, prior to this broadcast, as we were getting ready to go live. So, yeah, you might want to go by there and like us a little bit there, and then you can also check out the wellfellowship.org, which is our website, which is this right here, and that's what this opens. Go by there. Matter of fact, I would prefer before you come to the platforms that you would go by the website and go through the website to get to the platform. You might have came to the platform, or you might have seen this on Google Plus, and you said, "Oh man, what's this about?" So you know what? That's what this is about. I do encourage you guys to check out every facet of our website. We are changing it daily. I do want to say this. Thank you to Pastor Alan Fernandez. Me and him actually spent a good number of time, a while on the website, so to make it look a little bit more visually appealing, and I think that it looks awesome. So I can't just be biased. Go by there and look at aohhchurch.org as well, and tell them what you think there. But as far as, let's see, what else do we have to talk about? Okay, so we've covered that much of it. Okay, let's go back to the live shot. And there I am on the big screen. So the second thing that I want to talk to you guys about is moderators and our invite buttons. You'll see if you're on the Well Fellowship's platform, you'll see at the bottom below the video there are invite buttons, there are share buttons. We use those quite regularly when we want to bring people into these platforms, and that's a great tool. But let me just go ahead and say this to the moderators, because they're going to be the ones doing a lot of the inviting when they get ready for service. Something that I learned in a company that I'm working for, which I cannot say the name because it would be broadcasting the name, but something I learned from one of the founders of the company that I'm working for is you don't want to sell your product. You don't want to make a sale on the first run. In other words, when you're inviting people in, you don't want to sell them the Well Fellowship Church first. Don't give them enough information to where it'll whet their appetite, but at the same time they'll want to come in and get a little bit more. That's the problem. And I'm guilty of this, so I'm not just saying this to jump you guys, but I'm guilty of it too. Is we have a tendency to tell way too much information, and we wind up driving people away rather than bringing them in. So don't sell them the Well Fellowship first. Give them enough information that it'll whet the appetite for them, and then they'll want to come in and serve, or come in and worship with us. The next thing, number 2, service to others. choose to have joy in your serving. Um, I don't know how many times that I have been in a service or you have been in a service and the person standing at the door greeting you is not having a good day. They're just not having a great day at all. They got up on the wrong side of the bed this morning, or their car didn't want to run right, or their children were acting up, and or they got into an argument with their spouse. Whatever the case may be, you may be having a bad day. You may be having a bad week, whatever. People that come into these platforms don't want to see that. They don't want to. They don't want to. They don't want to hear about your sobby stories of, oh, my cat died, or oh, my car won't start. And they don't want. They don't hear that. Leave the problem at the door. Because honestly, who really wants to come into a place of worship and they're greeted by a sour-faced, down-and-out greeter? I sure don't. I see that, and remember, you moderators, remember, you guys are basically the face of the church, so to speak. When the pastoral staff isn't in there, you're the face of the church. On the platform, you're more or less the voice of the church as well. So if they can sense emotion, even though it's hard to sense emotion in a text, if they sense emotion, do they really want to come back? Probably not. So choose to have joy in your serving. The Bible says whatever we do, do it for the glory of God. In other words, don't come in here and serve because, oh, I got to be there because I got to serve out of habit. I got to serve to 9. I got to serve the gathering the harvest tonight, and I got to do this and I got to do that. Let me put it this way. If you are serving out of mere habit, don't come in here to serve. I will not permit that. If you're coming out of and if you're faithful to come in and serve, great. But if you're doing it because, oh, well, I have to, I don't want you on the platform serving. Serve because you want to. Do not serve because you have to. Service to God is not well, I have to do it. Service to God is I want to do it. Make sense? Okay. Moderator information updates. I need every moderator to send me an email at pastorjosh@thewellfellowship.org with the subject line Moderator, Moderator, email. Some of you guys are going, why does he need my email address? Because in the next several weeks, I'm going to be contacting you guys because I want to get in a one-on-one with you guys so I can fill out all your paperwork. Yes, Will, I know if you're watching this, you're probably going, you should have done this before, and yes, Mike, you're right, I should have done it before. But I didn't have the forms, but now I have some forms that I can actually start filling that information out. So please, any moderators that are currently serving with us, please send me your email address. And again, you can send that to pastorjosh@thewellfellowship.org, and we will be getting that information to you. We'll get it to you in a private hangout room, and we'll go through all your information, and I will have that on file here in the office. We also need, when you send that email, I also need, if possible, I say if possible, and most likely most of you guys have smartphones, tablets, or even the webcams. I need a decent profile picture to be placed on those forms as well. You say, I hate pictures. I'm sorry, but the little gray silhouette just isn't going to cut it. I'm sorry. I like a face with the name. So that's two things I need from you guys. Is an email from you guys with moderator email, and your email address included in that email, and a profile picture for those forms. Matter of fact, I would suggest this when you send the picture, please send them either as a .jpeg or a .png file. Those are probably the two best ones that I could think of that can be used on these forms. Privacy Terms of Service Agreement. Now this is where the rubber's going to meet the road, because this is definitely a huge ding 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 requirement. Every moderator, including myself, including the pastoral staff, every moderator at the Well Fellowship Church needs and they will assign a privacy/TOS agreement. Why did I say and they will? Because we have there's so many hangouts and so many things going on. I don't want somebody going into live prayer or somebody coming on this chat room and then they go, oh, did you hear what Mary Sue said in live prayer? Did you hear what this happened? Did you hear what that? You know what? That right there would kill confidentiality in a heartbeat. We cannot allow, and it's going to be a few days before we can get that together. I'm going to get with Pastor Allen, Apostle Mike, and Pastor Will, and we're going to all collaborate on this, and we're going to put together a terms of service agreement and a privacy agreement. I do believe the LHH Church has a privacy agreement, a confidentiality agreement, but we're going to put together a brand new terms of service. So we are going to require any moderators to sign that agreement, and it's for good reason. We wouldn't have you guys sign it, and we ourselves wouldn't sign it if we didn't think that it wasn't important. So that's pretty much all I have as far as this address of the pastor. If you want to send me an email, you may do so, pastorjosh@thewellfellowship.org. Again, visit the website. Website is thewellfellowship.org. Facebook page, facebook.com/thewellfellowshipchurch. Or if you have us on Google+, you can follow us on the Google+ community there. Let's see. I don't think I have anything else, so I'm going to go ahead and call this show or meeting adjourned. But I do want to say thank you guys for coming to the address this afternoon. Really, really, really appreciate it. We will be meeting again. Let's see, today's Tuesday, so we'll be meeting for Gathering the Harvest tonight. That is beginning, I believe, at 10 o'clock, I think. Let me make sure. Let's see. Gathering the Harvest, no, it starts at 8 o'clock. And that is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, of course, tomorrow night, Wednesday night, we will be meeting for the Well Bible Study right here on this platform. Be sure to go by live.lhhchurch.org and join Apostle Mike Klump and the rest of the gang over there for Gathering the Harvest Bible Study starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight on Tuesdays. So, but anyways, may you guys have a great rest of the afternoon. We hope that we'll be able to see you at some point in the coming days in one of our Bible studies or our fellowship hangouts. For the Well Fellowship, I'm Pastor Josh. We'll catch you next time. God bless.